They don't laugh you tired. Some say, share until your mate get the aeroplane. Before you go make calm, you beg God to make calm. But see, everybody getting late.
Co-founder of TGN, the Transformation Global Network, in the person of Dr. Wisdom Akinleye. It's an honor to have you on the show.
My ultimate pleasure, Mr. Moderator.
Right. It's something that I've always longed to have you on this show, but it's because of your tight schedule. But thank God we have you on the show today. So I would want you to introduce yourself to our viewers.
Alright, thank you so very much once again for giving me this great platform to express myself and also to be able to transfer my words of knowledge to the viewers at home. As he has rightly introduced me, I remain Wisdom Akinleye and the pioneer of Transformation Global Network, whose vision is to strategically bring mankind into the experiential realities of their existence. While our mission is to make the world a better place by positively transforming mindset, which is a thinking pattern and ideologies, value systems, through the instrumentality of pen, moral, and speech. So basically, I run an NGO and I also run an educational establishment whose name is Magnificent Incorporated. And basically what we do, it's all about cognitive development and photographic memory. And I think for the purpose of our time, maybe I should stop here, sir.
Alright, thank you very much, sir, for that little brief introduction. One of the things I've come across this while is people say TGN. You know, one of the things I do tell myself is, if there is no vision, if there is nothing like passion behind a particular thing, the dream, or let me say the bringing of this idea might not be as useful as we might thought. Sir, can you in a little brief tell us what brought us or what brought this idea of TGN, sir?
Alright, thank you so very much once again, Mr. Moderator. Talking about TGN, it dated back about 5 years ago.
Alright, sir.
It started in the first or the foremost higher institution in Africa by name Yaba College of Technology. That is the place of origin of this particular great platform. It started when I was in the college, and at the time I had a couple of friends that used to come to me each and every time they were facing challenges and difficulties in their academic experience. So, and there was this particular day I could never forget. This particular friend of mine came as he used to, and he asked me that, Dr. Wisdom, knowing how vast you are and how intelligent you are, why can't we create a platform that enables and enhances students to be able to discover more of themselves and to stay positive and motivated on the campus? It was the idea of Transformation Global Network never came directly from me, even though I had been preparing way ahead. I wasn't even having it at the back of my mind that I was going to be doing something that has to do with purpose, destiny, discovery of oneself, determination, success, greatness, leadership, and several other aspects that we are into. I just wanted to be effective. I wanted to be responsible. That was what constituted everything I was doing at the time. But when my friend came this particular day for the first time, it came to my consciousness that truly, by the grace of God, I had worked upon myself and I have what it takes to be able to at least give back to my world. So when he came and suggested it to me, the first question I asked, the first thing I told him was that, okay, I don't have anybody. So he was just like, I shouldn't worry, that he has a couple of friends and associates in his class or in his department that he would definitely relate to this part.
There's this question that bothers me a lot, which I've always wanted to ask. Most especially the last time I saw you, I was like, oh, I wish to ask Prof about this question. You know, there are some situations whereby you get yourself into a particular vision, and at the long run you get stuck. You seem not to know whether to go to the left or right. You seem not to understand how things are. You know, the world we found ourselves today, it's not palatable. People are into a lot of things, most especially we youth. We don't know what to do. Like, is it to invest into this kind of situation or not? So I was like, as a youth who has a vision, and he's about starting it, but gets stuck. He doesn't know how to come about it. What advice do you have for such kind of youth?
Thank you so much once again, Mr. Moderator. I learned very early in life that your sustainability in life and in your journey or in your vision is factored on the quality of your preparation.
Wow.
And one of the things I've come to discover about youth pursuing a course, a vision, or a particular assignment or an idea, it is the fact that the youths, they are full of ambitions, but they are not willing and ready to be groomed, to be drilled, to be mentored, to be equipped for the journey or assignment ahead of them.
Wow,
And
that's
that
serious.
is one of the reasons why they get stuck and they seem not to know what else to do. And then again, another thing I just feel that the youth of nowadays, they need to do when they find themselves in that kind of a situation is to reach out to a role model or to find a mentor who has the understanding and the wisdom in the area of their assignment, in the area of their vision. It could be in the business aspect of life. It could be in a purpose or an assignment or that has to do with destiny or even in terms of leadership. But there is need for a youth who has found him or herself stuck in the journey of his or her assignment by locating a mentor that resonates deeply with him or her. Because and it's not just about I like someone so I want the person to be my mentor.
That's serious.
Yes, because you must look out for it is not just about the how outspoken a person is that determines whether you should go for that person as your mentor or not. And it is not also about how polished the person is. It is not even how encouraging his or her words are, but I feel that you should be able to select or go for a mentor who has an idea of your own particular
Bunch of
assignment.
experience in
Yes.
what you've chosen. Wow.
Absolutely, because if you want to go in terms of purpose, for instance, or something that has to do with humanity or mankind, and you are selecting probably someone is in a business world, as good as it sounds, but one thing is that if you look at business world and pursuing a purpose, they are two different things
Sure,
entirely.
definitely.
So if a business person is giving you an idea of what to do in the areas of your calling and you realize that your calling is not about business, it is about transforming lives, enriching destinies, helping people to become more efficient and all of that, it may not work out efficiently. It may not work out. That is the reason why when you are selecting a mentor or when you are going for a mentor, you choose someone who has the wisdom, the credibility, the knowledge, and even the experience of what you are into, so that the person will be able to walk alongside with you, not just stand somewhere and be giving you an idea. Someone who can hold your hands and you can navigate and even chart the course of several waters upon which you have found yourself. So vision is and then again we need to understand that vision is not something that is achieved in a day. It is not a height that is attained in a day. So it is a long process.
Wow.
And that is what differentiates vision from just an idea. It's not a sprint, a 100-meter race.
Wow.
Vision is a journey, and a journey is not something you finish or cover up in a day. So it's a lifelong commitment, and you need to be ready for it. And again, a lot of youths, they start out with the consciousness of being popular, being known.
Like going for fame.
Exactly.
Wow.
So,
That's very
and
serious.
I think that our motivation for what we do also needs to be tested.
Wow.
And that is the reason why many people get frustrated, because before they even start the journey, they are envisioning themselves being given honorarium, being called or being called upon in every part of the nation to come and talk or to come and do whatever they are doing. And 3 years, 5 years, 7 years down the line, nobody is calling them, nobody is honoring them, nobody is giving them honorarium, because that motive they had initially before they started compared to what they are facing right now It's like east and west. It does not correlate. So they become frustrated because they have already built their success around that particular motive, that if I can be known, if I can be popular, my name is mentioned anywhere, and nobody is asking who exactly are you talking about. My name is, it becomes a household name that opens doors and all that. So when they realize that 5 years, 7 years, 10
Nothing is
years
showing forms.
down the line, nothing is showing, they become frustrated. And they begin
Depressed.
to, exactly, they begin to compare their success to others. They realize, after I read about so person, the person only suffered for 5 years, and after the 6th year, he started climbing the ladder of fame and all of that.
And it's something common in our society these days.
Absolutely, everybody gravitates towards fame, towards popularity, because that exactly is what is trending right now. So I realized by experience that people do not really go for a cause. They hide under the coverage of passion. This is what I have passion for. Yeah, they have ulterior motive because people really want to be known. You don't know how funny people can become until you see them competing for leadership, because everybody wants to be a commander. People wants to have some levels of control over other people. That is when you begin to see people showing off and all of that. So I realized by experience and by findings over the years, coupled with my personal worth of experience, that it is challenges in the course of our vision that reveals the motive behind the pursuit of any assignment anyone is wishing to follow. But one thing is that if you really want to achieve something, it is not about the popularity. And then again, I feel, this one just struck my mind now, when you are starting out in life, I think you should be able to give yourself an idea of what your own success in that particular assignment, what it means. Success is personal.
Sure.
Success is not as generic as we think. Oh, for someone to be, what is the standard of my success in this particular assignment? Is it when people begin to come, or when my name begins to go far and wide,
Viral
or
for the words?
Or how do I handle it when I am giving out much and nobody is coming out in public to say, I listened to so person, he blessed my life, he just listening to him for an hour, he has been able to recalibrate. How do you feel when all of these things are not coming forth? Do you still call yourself being successful in that particular stuff? Because success, like I've learned by experience, that success is individualistic. It is not generic. So in that journey, you should be able to ask yourself, what is success called in this particular journey? What is it called?
What is success called?
Yes. How do I define success? Is it when I begin to have more members, or when my messages, teachings begin to go viral? Is that what I call success? Or even without all of these physical parameters that the world has tagged to be success, is there any side to my own success story? So is it, because personally when I started, it wasn't funny because I never had name. Yes.
That's one of the things that is it's a major challenge in this
absolutely
area of life.
So I never had name, and I was giving out life-changing teachings, and only few people are listening to me. I became frustrated, I became worried, until I sat down and asked myself, Wisdom, what is success to you?
What is success
to you? And then after a while, because I won't say it was a single day, I figured out, because human beings by nature, we are sentimental.
Sure.
We are sentimental. We know the truth, yet we are parabolating around it. So it took me a while, probably 3 or 6 months, before I could come up with the idea of